Science and technology is really at the center of North Carolina's economy. I remind folks that North Carolina's economic history has been based on manufacturing and agribusiness, and the same is true today, but the difference is science and technology. Science and technology is integrated in the way we live our lives. It goes far beyond education. That really is at the core of its beginning, but it's how we use science and technology to make things, to make life work. And that's what we're focusing on in this economy, is taking our core in manufacturing and agribusiness and integrating it with a technology that allows us to move into biotech, that allows us to move into advanced technology. So it goes far beyond education. It's how we shape this economy, really. I was just recently in a magnificent firm here in the state that's in one of our Tier 1 counties, one of our poorest counties, but bringing jobs there in advanced manufacturing in the nonwoven industry. And what I saw happening there is baby wipes were being created, was amazing technology. It takes fewer people, higher skilled people, better educated people, but incredibly satisfying jobs as I talked with folks, making things that in the past would have been done in a very different way. Technology and innovation has changed our economy because it's creating a very different type of job. Every week there are companies that come and are sitting in my office talking about how they can be partners with the state of North Carolina, and so often now those are very young, innovative firms that are dealing with technology, new things that we wouldn't have even been talking about 5 years ago. I find that very exciting, and I think what we as a state have to do is birth new industries now that are technology and science driven. We're in a perfect place to do that. There's nothing to stop our being at the center of kind of the explosion in science and technology, engineering and math, not only in our education system, but in the way we work. This summit is very important because all of those who are engaged in the area of science, technology, engineering and math, both from an educational standpoint, from a legislative standpoint, from a private industry standpoint, need to come together to recognize that focusing in this area can be really one of our greatest competitive advantages as a state. But the reality is we've got to be conscious about it. I think we're comfortable in what we know, and so many of the new technologies are things we do not know and understand. So we're going to have to take some risk in investment, in research that we do so that we gain a better understanding. But I think even then we're going to have to invest in some companies that we're willing to take some risk with that can really be the innovators of the future. If we'll come together around some common objectives, I think we can really move the needle on economic growth in North Carolina.